we see more like crack?
You'd see a bit more crack, yeah.
Let's do a bit more crack.
Oh, shit.
Alright,
I quit.
This is behind the scenes of Jungle Man's beautiful model poker video, day 1. It's a wrap. What's up? I have just been up to a lot of no good, meaning tournaments. We are on the first break in the main, and I have a flaw in my brain that I decide to try to bluff someone off a set with 7 high, and 2 + 2 equals they didn't fold. So it's okay. We got heaps. We got 45K, and we started with 60. So I don't know, a jillion big blinds. So we're in there, and it hasn't gone great. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's been a rough summer. I played probably like 18 events and down quite a bit. I'll put the number here actually for you guys so you can know how much I'm down in tournaments. I didn't play too much on PKC up until this point, but since the series has ended, I started playing on there more. Like, I've been playing low stakes, buying in for the equivalent of like $150. I'm over here grinding. It's my life now. I bricked every tournament imaginable, so now I play 27 hours a day on PKC. My name on there is Marcore12. Really broke the bank there on the creativity. Just kidding, they made it for me. It's a 3 blind game. Usually they have an ante, and these games, guys, I'm not joking. I have a bunch of my friends who are regs in Vegas playing on there, high stakes, and crushing. I have a friend who's up like 40K on there in the last 2 months. So a poker player that I met and worked with at Montenegro, Triton, is also involved in esports, specifically Fortnite, and he has a club. So he reached out to me and asked me if I would do some hosting, interviewing, and kind of a little bit of what I did for Triton at the World Cup in New York at the end of July. So I'm going to be doing that. It's my first step into esports, so kind of branching out a little bit there, and then I'll be going to London with Triton again to do some more hosting. Liv Baree, you might know her. She has been around forever. She's the crusher. She's gonna be hosting the main event, and I'm gonna be hosting the smaller events and side content for them while I'm there. The end of WSOP was crazy. I did a little bit too much going out. A little bit too much getting crazy. This is me too waiting to happen. This bedroom right here. I went with Matt Berkey. He did a talk in San Francisco at the public library at an addiction recovery summit. He was the keynote speaker, so I got to go with him and a couple other people, and we spent the weekend there. That was awesome.
Good vibes.
I'm here to spread the good Lord's word. And the word of the Lord is PKC, which stands for hanging and banging. The P is silent. And solve for Y, obviously. Best poker training, and then Triton. Best Chinese high stakes poker series. So we're doing good in the world, and also we're gonna give a speech, and by we I mean this guy, not me. I'm not gonna do anything. A addiction recovery center, and the only active addict in this car is me. So hopefully I will learn something. I went out with my girl downtown a bunch of times. I love it downtown. Yeah, I played the main. The main didn't go great. Just busted the main. Feels awful. Feels awful. I had a dream spot. I had 13 bigs. Under the gun 2 makes 1800 in 4-8. 2 calls, and I shove small blind ace queen of spades, and he has queens, and don't get there. So just sucks. Didn't go great. I have no words. I don't have any words. I don't have any words. I am here sitting on the roof, sitting on my hood of my car. I watched today Andrew Neeme put out a vlog, him kind of summing up his summer and talking a little bit about something that's going on in the poker community recently, which is the shift to privatized games.
Private games are suddenly now very much, I guess, illegal and promoted thing. What I mean by private games is having a certain list of people that are allowed to play in a game, in a casino, in a poker room. That game is open, it's visible, you can see it happening, but it's not open to the public. Only certain people are allowed to play it. I
have played in a bunch of actual private, somewhat home games in Vegas and LA.
I think it's a reasonable service to offer as a business, as a casino. You want to be able to offer the service of running a game for people who want to run a game amongst friends. Certainly there's a demand for that. There should be a way to supply that service. The problem is that can take a very short-sighted look as to what the effects on the cash game ecosystem will be. So technically these private games only run at $25.50 and above.
Andrew had his own thoughts on it, and I more or less agree with him on everything he had to say. One of the main things I get from people is them not understanding how a stake works, them not understanding how all of a sudden I started playing bigger, seemingly overnight. And I did skip a couple stakes. I really have no experience playing. I probably have 200 hours of 1020 and almost none of 2550 or 50-100. So or even 1-2. That is something that's going on in poker, is the games are becoming private and higher stakes. And that is because the people that want to play poker want an environment that's fun, and usually want an environment that's worth it. And usually when you're playing these games, the rake is insanely high, so to make it worth it, you have to play bigger. So it may seem like a really unnatural progression. I guess what's happened with me and what I've been doing lately, and that kind of inspired me to share my thoughts, and I will put the link to his vlog below if you have not seen that already. A few popular questions I get when people are signing up that I kind of wanted to address here is that unlike other apps like PPP, you're not playing with the same 30 people in your club or in your community. There's 30,000 people that play on the site, and it's like a huge player pool. John Andres and Nick Petrangelo, who you might know from Upswing Poker, are two of the people involved in the security team. So I know them along with another personal friend of mine who are doing security. So while we can't obviously guarantee no bots ever, when we do suspect that there's a bot or someone's cheating, they sniff it out right away, they ban that person, they're all done. As far as using HUDs, this is another popular question I get. HUDs are not allowed. There are some stats right on your profile, your VPIP, your 3-bet percentage, your C-bet percentage, and all those things are found right in the profile, and everybody's thing, right in the open air, but HUDs are not allowed. You can withdraw and deposit through Bitcoin only, but it's a 24/7. There's nothing shady about it. There's no bookie, there's no third party, there's nothing going on there. That about sums it up for me, guys. I just wanted to touch base with you guys and tell you how the end of my summer went and talk about some things I have coming up. And you can watch for those. If you don't already, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I will put my links below. As always, if you want to send me any mail, I'll put my mail link below. Anything else? Nope. I'll see you guys later.
But this is the miracle part. Ready? You see the 3?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and take out the center diamond just like that. Look, toss it towards the 4. Look, some girls see it, others feel it. Both are crazy, but take a look.
Wow.
Wait, what the fuck?
Okay, that was sick. I just want to see me sick.
Okay.
What has happened?
He just made the vlogcast.
What has happened?